and we'll just keep it moving. So for question number one, to limit your risk during the first 6 months of unsupervised driving, you should avoid carrying passengers, okay? So let's put one and then put the letter. Always avoid carrying a large number of passengers because it creates distractions. Number two, if you cannot prevent a person who has been drinking from driving, you should refuse to ride with them. Peer pressure is very difficult for teens, young adults. You got to be really strong to say, hey, you're under the influence. I don't want you in my car, or you're not okay. Number three, you have identified the driver ahead of you as being possibly a drunk driver. The first thing you should do is maintain a safe following distance. Drunk drivers tend to follow tail lights. You got to be really careful. You need to call 911 because the drunk driver will always kill a mom, a dad, your favorite teacher, or someone else, and we all have a personal responsibility to protect the common good. Country roads, number four, country roads are the most dangerous roadways for young drivers. They have soft shoulders. There are usually no lights, deer. They're not graded as much. Once a month, every 45 days, they could be graded by the county. So they have a lot of ruts. And if the weather's really bad, then it's going to be like a sloppy mess. So you really want to be careful if you live on a dirt road. Next, when do fatal crashes for young drivers most often occur? They occur on daytime on dry roads. Okay, that was number five. Next, impaired depth perception and drinking driving causes the inability to judge distance. The alcohol relaxes the muscle in your eye, so you can't focus. You really can't see. So this is why drivers tend to drift left, drift right. If we were in person, we would have drunk goggles. You guys would try them on, walk around the room, but it impairs your vision. Next, the most dangerous time period for young drivers in fatal car crashes is when? That's number seven. Please put your answer in. What is the most dangerous time? It is 2 to 5 p.m. Hello, B, what's up? It's 2 to 5 p.m. Young drivers are out there. They're inexperienced. You're getting better every day. You're running late to work. Maybe your mom texts you, you forgot to lock the door and I need you to go home and lock the door and set the alarm. Mom, go home and lock the door. I will see you on the security cam. You speeding through the sub. A little girl is walking across the street. Two little kids are playing. You don't see them. You look down at your phone. Next, 80% of young driver fatal car crashes account for what type of weather is fair and dry weather. So what does this mean? It's almost perfect driving conditions, and as a driver, you have accidents. We can see if it's wet or it's dark. So this means you really got to pay attention out on the road. Again, we're not insulting your intelligence. Many of you are good drivers. You just have to have experience. Number 9, on which days of the week do most young driver fatal car crashes happen? It is A. Then remember, we're doing pre-test 1 through 75. So they happen on Friday and Saturday nights. A lot of people are partying, drinking, not paying attention. You lost a football game, you mad. Your friend's back from college, you want to go see them. You're going to go up to the college. You're going to go down to the college. You're going to hang out with your cousins. They're 25, 27. You can hang out over there, and then things are a bit more relaxed. So Friday and Saturday nights are the most dangerous. What percentage of young male drivers involved in fatal car crashes is young female drivers? Young male drivers, and this statistic is so young male drivers account for more accidents. They're more aggressive, they drive faster, they take more risk. So you as a driver need to make sure, I'm on 14. You as a driver, I'm sorry, I'm on 10. As a driver, you want to make sure that you're going the speed limit. You're not rushing home. You're not rushing to school. You're taking your time. If you're tired, chill at school 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, go see your coach. Go say hi to your teacher. Go talk to your counselor. Hey, do I have all my credits? You do. No, you're missing an English credit. Uh-oh. So talk to your counselor. Go talk to your coach. Wait a minute for the parking lot to clear. Which of the following is a self-imposed anxiety related to aggressive driving? This is number 11. I'm going to be late if I don't hurry. So naturally, you're going to speed. If you're late to school, you're going to speed. If you're late to your first day of job, you're going to speed. If you're late to see your friend, you're going to speed. If you're late picking your friends up to go to the mall, you still go to the mall. You're going to speed. If you're late coming home, you need to be home at 10:30. You left your friend's house at 10:15. You're going to speed. Research indicates that young driver brains are not fully developed until what age? Type in that age. I'm on number 12. Research indicates that young drivers' brains are not fully developed until what age? Type in the age. It is 25. Let's keep going. For every 500 miles driven, the average driver has at least one near collision. I gave you that answer. That's number 13. Number 14, research indicates that blank accounts for the largest percentage of young drivers' errors and inexperience. You're inexperienced driving from downtown Detroit. You're inexperienced driving from Houston, Texas to West Texas. You're inexperienced from driving from Los Angeles, California to going up to Napa Valley. You're inexperienced driving from Chicago to Iowa. They're driving really fast on the expressway. It's cold. It's late at night. You got beat in 5 basketball games. You're mad, but you got to go to the next one because the scout's there. And they sent you a text. I'm going to be at the game. Mom, drive faster. I'm not driving faster. I will be there when I get there. Dad, drive faster. Your parents are like, if the scout wants to see you, they'll see you. 15, if you must leave the roadway at a high rate of speed, you should search for an open spot. You don't want to hit a tree. You don't want to hit a guardrail. But that's common sense. No, it's not. Number 16, which of the following is not a principle for controlling the consequence of vehicle crashes? Please put that in. Number 16, type in your answer. Hitting an approaching vehicle rather than a stationary object. You always want to try to side swipe. You never want to hit a car head on. Always at an angle. You look for the crumple zones. Therefore, left side, right side, front corners, rear corners. Always hit a car at an angle, never head on. The largest single category of errors for young drivers that leads to a crash is C, improper visual search. You're driving in a neighborhood. You see one kid, you freeze, but you missed a kid to the left. You missed a kid to the right. Scan, look ahead, be safe. 18, you are traveling on a 2-lane road and approaching a driver drifts into your lane and is headed straight to you. Which of the following is a good rule to remember? It is C. You can almost always turn to miss an obstacle quickly, then you can stop. Next one, 19. You're about to be struck from behind at a stop sign. What should you do? You want to release the brake. Next, if you decide to leave the roadway to avoid a hazard or an emergency, you should keep in mind that B, you may be unable to re-enter the roadway because of the shoulder conditions. Next, taking 2 or more drugs together increases its effect. It's called synergy. This will be on your test. Which principle of controlling the consequence of a crash is to avoid a head-on crash? Head-on crashes are the most dangerous. I'm going to 25 and then I'm calling others. You're going to tell me what you learn in a moment. On average, how many drinks of alcohol will start to affect a person's driving ability? 1. The very first one. Part of this class is defensive driving, alcohol awareness, the gift of life. You as a driver need to understand this. We had to have that conversation. I want to make sure I go back. The crumple zone in a vehicle helps reduce the force of a crash. 25. Straddling the center of a lane marker, driving too slow, or drifting into a lane are common signs of a drinking driver. Please type what you learned. 1 sentence. Everyone type 1 sentence. We're trying to educate everyone. A lot of people get upset about the American flag. It's good. I'm proud. People get upset. There's nothing wrong with being American. It's a good thing. So always remember, be patriotic. Being a patriot is loving your country. There's nothing wrong with that. We don't have to get all upset. Love your country. Tell me what you learned. Type it in.